Hey guys, I want to take you through a pretty famous speech by John F. Kennedy. Um, he's giving you a warning, and if you can't hear what he's talking about, then I don't understand why you can't hear it. This very respected president warning us about the secret societies and Illuminati, and the Masons, and the Bilderberg Group, and the Bohemian Grove, all the crooks that are running our nation right now. He's warning you in just plain as day. I'll walk you through it. Um, Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society, and we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweighed the dangers which are cited to justify it.
Secret. He said it right there. Secret societies, secret groups, concealment. These guys say that they do this behind our backs for our own good, not behind our backs, but behind the scenes. You have to understand, Kennedy, every president in history, every congressman you've ever elected out here that you can see in front of you, they are elected. But the ones that really run things, that pull their strings behind the curtain, they are not elected, and they rule like kings and queens. When they rule until the day they die, and then somebody in their bloodline takes over when they die. Uh, Power never changes hands. These guys stay in power for eternity, and we've got to see these guys for who they are and get them out of here, or our country's going to become a slave nation.
Even today, there is little value in opposing the threat of a closed society by imitating its arbitrary restrictions. Even today, there is little value in ensuring the survival of our nation if our traditions do not survive with it.
Our traditions is the Constitution. Our traditions are in the Constitution, and anytime any government or anybody in government wants to tear down the Constitution, we are supposed to take up arms and fight them to the death, get them out of here. And the Patriot Act, Homeland Security, all this stuff that they're bringing up in the bills to take away our rights legally, that's exactly what they're doing. They're taking away our rights so we can no longer be free, so they can rule us. Um, they're scaring the crap out of us with this false flag operation 9/11, fight against terrorism, to scare us into giving up our rights. You should never be scared to give up your rights. You fight for your rights to the death. And that's what Kennedy's saying. If we give up our traditions, our country will fall.
And there is very grave danger that an announced need for increased security will be seized upon by those anxious to expand its meaning.
Will be seized upon people eager to expand its meaning, expand its power. A call for extensive security, homeland security. It's obvious, people. They want us to give up our rights. They want us to give up everything to them and let them be Big Brother. And that is not the way for free society is. And these guys' plan is to take us over and rule us.
To the very limits of official censorship and concealment. That I do not intend to permit to the extent that it's in my control. And no official of my administration, whether his rank is high or low, civilian or military, should interpret my words here tonight as an excuse to censor the news, to stifle dissent, to cover up our mistakes, or to withhold from the press and the public the facts they deserve to know.
The reason he said that right there is because he knew these guys would come out and flip it as soon as he made this speech. Oh, he's saying this because he wants to influence his agenda. to put his flip on it, to do his wheel with the press, with the television, and he just pretty much said that to keep these guys from putting a twist on it to dilute his message. So don't just ignore anything, people saying that Kennedy had his own agenda.
For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means.
A monolithic conspiracy. You think he's talking about some other country that we have a problem with? Or, is he talking about going to war with somebody? Is he talking about NASA or space travel? Or what do you think he's talking about? Monolithic conspiracy that relies mainly on covert means. Covet is Satanists. At the Bilderberg Grove, or Bohemian Grove, get on YouTube, type in Bohemian Grove, and watch the films that they have on it, the people that attend these meetings, and the Satanist-like, what do you call them, like, I don't know, proceedings. I don't know. I don't worship Satan, so I don't know what they call them. But it's pretty sick what they do there. And these are all our leaders, big guys in the financial and government.
For expanding its sphere of influence, on infiltration instead of invasion, on subversion instead of elections, on intimidation instead of free choice, on guerrillas by night instead of armies by day. It is a system which has conscripted vast human and material resources into the building of a tightly knit, highly efficient machine that combines military, diplomatic, intelligence, economic, scientific, and political operations. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silenced, not praised. No expenditure is questioned, no rumor is printed, no secret is revealed. No president should fear public scrutiny of his program, for from that scrutiny comes understanding, and from that understanding comes support or opposition, and both are necessary. I am not asking your newspapers to support an administration, but I am asking your help in the tremendous task of informing and alerting the American people. For I have complete confidence.
He's talking about this secret society has control of the military, of the press, of the whole works of informing the people. And he's asking the press and the reporters to stand up and talk about this stuff. He said none of their mistakes are public. None of them are known. None of it is talked about. It's all covered up. It's all secret. And he's asking for the press to come forth and report about these guys. He's asking for our help. And we didn't help him. He went down in flames, man standing up for what was right, and was assassinated for what he believed in. And what he believed in was America. And he knew he would be killed for saying that. For that speech, he knew he would be taken out. And that's why I have a lot of respect for him. He was not scared to die for what he believed in. And if you're a proud American, you should be the same way. They could infiltrate my computer and see that I'm putting out these tapes and come and get me. But I'm willing to stand up for what I believe in. So I hope you research Illuminati, Bilderberg Group, Bohemian Grove, Alex Jones, lots of movies, Fabled Enemy, Zeitgeist.com, the movie, Zeitgeist, the Mendel, Loose Change, Endgame, lots of good movies. Just type full movie at the end of the title of the movie and watch it and make your mind up for yourself. I hope you will do so.